Hey, does anybody remember that time the Backstreet Boys didn't care? I've been summoned. I don't usually do this, but I was going to talk about this song anyway. And you bring up a couple good points. I'm not really a producer, so I don't want to like definitively speak on like some of these parts, but I feel like the snare thing that you're talking about is just like a super tight snare sample. Max Martin has this sound, so I'm sure he has his own like library. And if I were to guess, I think that this might be in response to like when the 80s had snares that like echoed into eternity. So this might have just sounded like more succinct and like tight. And then the harmonies you mentioned are also awesome. I think that's another key thing to a lot of these boy band and ensemble tunes is that they're supposed to give so many different options for everyone to like kind of pick their favorite part, because there's other combinations of like harmonizing in this song that are like really great. But for me, on top of those things that made this song so like Y2K coded, is the intro has this like really timeless like sound to it. And the chords that those pads carry at the time kind of carried this emotional weight to it if you were a fan of the song, and now I feel like carries like a nostalgic quality to it. And then that hook, man, like it follows this musical math that Max Martin, who wrote and produced this song, talks about all the time. The first three lines are the same melody, even though they're different lyrics. And as you get used to that, the fourth line changes things up a bit, but it's also like the foundation and title of the song. So the song is pretty straightforward in that, where it like sets up these structures and then like gives you just a teeny bit of a surprise. I mentioned earlier that everybody has a like, different favorite part of the song, and to me, like one of my favorite parts is the second verse, where the track kind of dies down after the chorus as the first line of the verse is being sung, and then like that snare hits on said, and then the entire track lands on the word done. Every little thing that you have said and done. Just a cool like subtle use of like tension and release. And then I love that there's this acoustic guitar kind of all over the track, but here at the end it's playing a little bit of a solo, and this melody to me evokes like a feeling of nostalgia. As far as like what you're talking about, like no matter what you've done, this is just kind of par for the course for a lot of these like pop songs from the 90s, especially like by Max Martin. It's this extreme like hyperbole where it's how you feel, not actually how it is, hopefully. Yeah, classic timeless Y2K pop from Max Martin and the Backstreet Boys.